Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. So this is my complete PHP playlist where I am uploading all PHP related videos. You can bookmark this playlist for your future reference. You will find all PHP related videos here. So in the last lecture, that is lecture 12, we understood the concept of strings in PHP and essential string functions that are needed. So in this video we will be covering another important aspect of PHP programming, that is arrays in PHP, and we will see different types of arrays with real example. So let me start. So I am inside C drive, inside XAMPP folder, inside htdocs folder. I have created that learn PHP folder for the complete series. So I will be using same folder. Let me open it with the VS Code. Let me create a new file for this lecture. This is our 13, so I will name it as L-13 arrays dot php. So let me start a PHP script here, that is less than question mark php, then question mark greater than symbol. So let me first explain what array is and why we need array. So array is a special variable which is used to store multiple values within a with using a single name. We can store multiple values in an arrays, and what happens is during actual development we have to handle a large number of data. For example, if you are dealing with a student registration form, then there can be thousands of students, so you cannot create one variable for each data. Instead, you can store all of the data into a single variable using array. So arrays are used to store multiple values in a single variable. So let me show how to create arrays in PHP. So to create arrays in PHP, there are two ways. We can create let me create the array named fruits. One way is to give the square brackets. Inside these square brackets, we can define the elements of the array one by one, separated by commas. Like inside fruits, I write first fruit as apple. Then separated by commas, we can give second values banana. Then separated by comma, we will pass third value as orange. So this is an array fruits which will have three values: apple, banana, and orange. So this is the one way using square bracket. Another way to create an array is using array function. Like I create a second array numbers, where I will be having numbers like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, etc. So instead of using square bracket, I can also use array function. I can write array. So both ways can be used to declare an array in PHP. You can use square bracket as well, or you can write array, then inside parentheses you can pass the numbers or whatever array you want to create. So now how to access the values of array? So for example, we want to access this banana. Now remember one thing, in array index always start from 0 by default. Like apple will be at 0th index, and banana will be at 1, and orange will be at 2. Similarly in this 10 will be at 0th index, and 20 will be at first, this will be second, this will be third, this will be fourth. So indexing in array always start from 0 by default. So and using indexes we access the values of array. For example, if we want to access this value banana from the array fruits, then what we can do simply is to echo dollar fruits And since banana is at the index 1, this is at index 0, banana is at index 1. If I write at uh, as fruits of 1, then it will print banana. Or let me print another value as well. Give me a second. Let me pass a br here so that it gets printed in next line. And now let me access the value of second array as well, that is number. So suppose I want to access this 40. So index of this is 0 1 2 3. So this is a third index, so I will write echo dollar numbers of, then inside square brackets index which we want to access. And let me give a br tag here as well so that it gets printed in next line always. Let us check the output of the file. So we are accessing fruits of 1 and numbers of 3. So first should print banana, and at third index we have this 40. So bananas and 40 should get printed. Make sure your XAMPP is running. So our file name is L-13 arrays.php. So you can see that first echo statement is printing bananas and second is printing 40. Suppose now you want to check print orange, then you can change this index to 2 and see the output, it will be changed to orange. So this is how arrays are used to store multiple values in a single variable, and using that single variable we can access all the values using indexes. So this is a basic arrays. Now we can pass array values of different type in same array, like for example take another array dollar mixed. You can have numbers, boolean variable true, and strings like name anything ram. You can pass values of different type into single array as well, that is also allowed in PHP. It will not give any error. If you try to access this value ram using echo, then you can do that dollar echo, sorry, not dollar echo, it will be simply echo is a statement, echo dollar mixed array of ram is at second index, this is at 0, this is at first, and this is at second. So indexing always starts from 0 by default. So if we print mixed arrays and then the br tag as well, let me give br tag. If I see the output, you can see that it is printing ram. So it is not throwing any error if we pass values of different types into an array. Now let us come to the types of arrays. In PHP mainly there are three types of arrays, that is indexed arrays, associative arrays, and multidimensional array. We will see each of them one by one and with example. The example that we see here, fruits and numbers, is an example of indexed array. So let me explain what is an index array. Index arrays are the arrays where indexes are numeric. Like we use 2, 3, and here as well 2 to access the values of array. So these are the numeric indexes. When array have numeric indexes, it is called indexed array. An indexed array example is this. Numbers is an indexed array. We normally we didn't specified our indexes here. It is by default taking indexes starting from 0, like 10 is having index 0, 20 is having index 1, and this is having 2, 3, and so on. So similarly in fruits as well, we haven't specified any indexes, so it is by default taking indexes from 0. That is, apple is at index 0 and banana is at index 1. So these types of arrays which have the numeric indexes, which we have already taken an example, are called indexed arrays. So these are our indexed arrays. Now second type of arrays are associative arrays. Associative arrays are arrays where we can uh, name our own keys. Like we can give any index instead of numbers 0, 1, 2, 3. Suppose you want to give name as the index, then those are called associative arrays, where indexes means keys of the arrays can be strings as well instead of only numeric keys. Let me give an example. Uh, Suppose I have an array $H. Suppose I want to keep key as name of the person, like Ram, and Ram age is 30 years, and there is another person Jackie, and Jackie is 10 years old. So there is another one, like we can take anything, Pooja is 22 years old. So like these we can take another one as well, like John is 20 years old. So it is an example of basic example of associative array where indexes are strings. Like I am using name as indexes of array, and these are the values. So this is the way to define associative array in PHP, where there will be key, and after that equal symbol, then greater than mark to create that arrow, and then the values. So in this way we can specify associative arrays. You can see that here we didn't specify any indexes and it is automatically taking them as 0, 1, 2, 3. But in the case of associative array, we specified the indexes from our own end. So let me show how to access the values of the associative arrays in PHP. Suppose I want to know the age of Jackie, then how can I access this value from the associative array? Let me show it. The name of the variable, that is array, and inside this we pass the index. So you see here index is name of the person, that is Jackie. So we'll pass Jackie to it, and it should print the age. Let me give a br tag here as well, and let me give some string as well, like age equals to. Okay, let us check the output. So you can see that it is printing age equal to 10. So in this way you can access the associative arrays in PHP. Like you will simply pass the name of the keys that you defined inside the arrays. So this is the basic example of associative array. Now the third one is the multidimensional arrays in PHP. Like multidimensional arrays are the arrays in which we have arrays as its value. For example, array of arrays is known as multidimensional array. Let me give an example, uh, then it will be much clear. Inside array, if we have another array, then this array is called multidimensional. Let me take an example of students, which will be having name of the students, like Rajesh, then roll number, Suppose after that there is percentage, that is marks. Suppose is very bright student, he has 96. So let me take another one. I just copied the whole line and paste it. I will change second person name to Raj, and his roll number is 2, and his marks are 90. So let me take another one row. Third is like Jack. Jack roll number is 3, and Jack is a poor average, and he just passed the exam, so he is having only 50%. So you can see that inside students, which is an array, we have elements as array as well. Like first array is giving first student information, that is Rajesh. Second array is having Raj information, and third array is having Jack information. So this array of arrays is called multidimensional arrays. Now the point is how to access the values of multidimensional arrays in PHP. Let me show it using an example. For example, we want to check the marks of Jack. Then how we will access it? Let me show it. Echo, then the name of the very multidimensional array, that is students, and after that indexing. In array, everything needs to be accessed using indexes. For example, first inside this main students arrays, what is the index of this first array? It will be at index 0, and the second array is indexed at 1. Third array is at index 2. So we want to access this third, so we will use 2 as index. And inside this third, what we want? We want the marks of Jack. So we will give another square bracket here and pass the key that we want to access. We want to access the marks, so we'll simply pass the key as marks. Let me give a br tag here as well, and let me give a string earlier. Let us check the output. So what I am doing is, inside this students array, I am going to second index. That is, this is 0 index array, this is 1 index, this is 2 index. So I am going to this second index, and inside this second I am going to marks. So in this way we can access the multidimensional arrays. Let me check the output. So you can see that it is printing marks 50. So it's a Jack mark, if you can see, like Jack marks for 50. If I change the value here, that is 56, it will get changed here as well. So you can see. So in this way multidimensional arrays are used in PHP. So this is all from the video. I hope you find the video useful. We will cover all important array function in another videos. Stay tuned for that. If you find the video useful, please subscribe to my channel and like the video. Thank you.